Hi everybody, this is Chelsea. I decided to make a video about how to navigate the coronavirus situation with postponing or canceling your wedding. I was sitting at home thinking about all of my couples and how much stress this is putting on them and how this has completely rocked the wedding industry, and all of us have kind of come together in agreement on how to handle all of this, and I wanted to pass along that information um, to my current couples that are still thinking about how they should navigate this, but also any couple. You don't have to be one of my clients to take this information and use it for yourself. I also want to put it out there that anyone can reach out to me if they have any questions. I'm here for you. I want to help. I know this has just been a crazy situation for everyone, completely unexpected, and we're all just in this together trying to figure it out. So let's just jump right in and get into the topics. So the first thing that I will tell you is postpone, don't cancel. I know that you're probably hearing this already from your wedding planner or possibly other vendors that you're talking to. The main reason why you should not cancel is that this is how you lose a majority of your money. No matter who your vendors are, they're not going to be able to more than likely refund you in full per their contracts. This is something that across the board with wedding vendors, we have been talking about how to help our clients in this way, but at the same time, we also have to look out for our businesses. And this has been a very hard situation for us. So most of us are really trying to kind of meet in the middle here. But the best case scenario for you right now is to postpone. And this gives you a chance to keep as many vendors as possible on that you want. This helps you take whatever money you have paid already and transfer it to the new date. This also helps you possibly keep your venue and not have to, make all these crazy decisions that come with canceling. So obviously, if you have a planner, they're going to be directing you on what to do. I would advise you to consult with them, obviously, with any decision that you make. Anything that I say is just something that I'm putting out there for my clients and or to help anyone that is just confused on how to even get this process started. If you don't have a planner, get one now because this is going to be an extremely stressful situation. Even if you have a planner, without a planner, it's just going to cause so much chaos for you. Again, I'm going to reiterate the cancellation issue. If you cancel, you're going to lose all of your deposits with all of your vendors. Postponing will help you keep most of that and keep most of your vendors. If you're on the fence right now on whether you should start thinking about postponing your wedding, say your wedding's in June or July or even end of May, and you're like, well, I don't really know if I even should cross that bridge yet, I would highly advise you at least reach out to your venue and get that communication line started as to what dates they have available. Now, you don't necessarily have to book those dates right now, but at least you have some dates in mind and you can extend that to your vendors. For example, I had one bride and groom who were not sure about moving forward with their May wedding, but they weren't ready to officially postpone. So what they did was they reached out to their venue, got a possible date lined up. They sent that out to all their vendors, and we let them know, yes, that date works for all of us. This is great. Whenever you guys make the decision, just let us know. And just a couple days ago, they had to make that decision to postpone, and we got it all ready to go for them, and they didn't have to stress. So they got ahead of the situation, which is really important. The second thing that you need to do is once you reach out to your venue, you've got to keep an open mind on dates. The reality is if you still want to get married in 2020, there's not going to be a lot of weekend dates open, especially Saturdays. So keep an open mind for a Friday and Sunday, or even a weekday if you have a smaller wedding. Now, where this can be tricky, I know, is if you have a lot of guests coming from out of town. Some of them can't come on a weekday, or it might be a little harder for them to come on a Friday or Sunday. The way I look at it is most people will make it happen because this gives them a whole weekend of activities to do. For example, if you have the wedding on Friday, then they have Saturday and Sunday just to relax and enjoy themselves. It provides an extra day of vacation for them, in my opinion. If you do have a smaller wedding, a weekday might work best too. That might open you up to getting married sooner than you thought. Maybe this summer or August, September, those kind of months. Now, one of the biggest questions I've been asked lately is, what do I do if some of my vendors are not available for the date that I pick? So this is where some hard decisions start having to be made. And what you have to do is, one, first check all your contracts with each vendor and see what they say. Reach out to those vendors, start a conversation with them on what your options are, what their cancellation policy is, what they're willing to do to work with you. If you're going to have to decide which vendors are most important to you, then it's best to first look at how much money you've invested in each of your vendors. I know that this is a really crappy part of this situation, but at the end of the day, what's going to be best for the couples is to keep the ones that you have most invested so that you're not losing as much money. I know that that really sucks, but I know that, that is going to be something that you're going to have to decide on if you are moving your date. Secondly, make sure to get postponement contracts from all of your vendors. This is really important because this solidifies your new date, releases the old date, and make sure that there is a clause in there that transfers all of your original contact information into that. So that way, all of your money is getting transferred, all of the agreements that you've already made are getting transferred as well, so nothing changes for you. What if you want to get married on your original date, elopement style, and have your main wedding on a different date? I'm seeing a lot of couples choose this option for weddings that are a few weeks away from now. Obviously, do not do that now. That will go against mandated orders, etc., etc. But a lot of couples still want to, get married and then have the party later. That's something that you'll have to discuss individually with each vendor on what their policy is going to be for that, and also what they're comfortable with. With things changing literally daily, it might be a harder thing to pull off as the weeks go on. But again, best thing to do, reach out to all your vendors, communicate with them what you're wanting to do, and see how you can pull that on. Depending on what your original date is, make sure to see what most current guidelines are for your area regarding the stay-at-home orders, etc. I know that this is a tough time and there's some hard decisions being made, but I hope that this video can at least help you and guide you in the right direction and ease some stress of what to do with these situations. A lot of us are just kind of playing it by ear with a lot of situations because we've got to be open-minded with all of this when our hands are tied with dates and not knowing if that date's going to be able to happen. So I just want everyone to know that I'm here for you. I'm here to answer any questions, give you any guidance. So reach out either on Facebook, Instagram, my website, whatever you need. I will have all of those links below for you to contact me. So reach out, stay safe, and stay home.